Hey, this is Candy Creech with Renewed by Truth, and I wanted to share with you how to create a Google form because they can be really beneficial to collect information and for your business. So I want to share that with you. So I'm going to share my screen. And if you have a Google email, you have Google Forms, you have a Google Drive, something like that, you have all this, okay? So you just have to get in, you just have to go to your Google and log in. And then you go to Forms. So if you see up here in the left-hand corner of the screen here, or left-hand, I don't know if it's left or right when you guys are looking at it, but it says Forms, okay? So you can create one from scratch. So there's, of course, a blank one, and you can just create a blank one. So I have a number of forms in here. So usually, a lot of times I just take one I already have and I just redo it. So I'm going to show you one that I've already created and just walk you around how to do it and everything because it's really simple. I think the biggest thing I see lots of times when people are worried about learning something new is you're just afraid to push the buttons. Just push all the buttons. Okay, it's okay. Just push all the buttons. So let's see, contact information. I'm going to click on this one that I've already created. I'm going to walk you through how to create it because I want to show you one that already has some responses so I can share like the benefits. So this is just a way for you to collect information and then the responses come to you and you can actually download that into like an Excel spreadsheet and sort it out and everything. So it makes it really easy looking at the responses. Okay, so first of all, you can add like a photo here at the top, like I added this photo, I created it in Canva and I just sized it for my Google form. And you can always Google what size should a Google form cover photo be or whatever, and it'll tell you. So then right here is we have the first thing that we're going to put, and we're just going to have our title. So if you look over here to the right, like I say, this is super simple. The easiest thing for you to do when you watch the video is maybe watch the video on your phone and pause it and follow along on your computer to do it if you want to learn how to do it. So right here, you have different things. So you have a plus button. So a plus is going to give you another space to put a question in, okay? You can import questions. This has to do with your title and description. So if I hit title and description, and I can do it because it's easy to delete, where I have help questionnaire up here, we want to help you reach your goals. That's what it is. So then you just type in here, help questionnaire, and you can change the font. I never can spell questionnaire. You can put a description in there and everything. Okay, you can duplicate this if you need another one of these, and it's easy to trash it if it doesn't go right. And I'm just going to delete that. Okay, so that's how you can put the title in there. You can put an image. That's how I put this image up here at the top, is you just insert an image. Okay, now let's say I click this plus and it said add question. So I can add a question here and I'm going to put name. Okay, so if we want like their first name or their last name, you can make this to where it's a short answer where they can answer it. It's a paragraph, it's a long answer. So we'll just change it there. Then it says long answer text. You can put multiple choice and you can put the options in there. You can put check boxes. You can put a drop down. You can do a file. These things down here I usually don't use as much as short answer, long answer, paragraph, and then I'll do multiple choice sometimes. Okay. So once you have, you enter that in there. And then this is one thing that I really want to point out. There is something right here that says required. If you don't want them to skip that question, like you cannot let them submit this form without answering that question, then you can just put required. So they cannot submit it without answering that question. If it's an optional question, they don't have to answer it, then you don't have to have that checked. Okay. So I wanted to show that to you. Okay. Then if you mess up, need to start over, or you don't want that, then you can just delete it. Okay. Now we're going to go down here and look at the ones that I have in here. So I have email as a short answer, cell phone. Okay, now I got down here and I asked some questions and I put choices in there. So that's the multiple choice. Okay, and you see the little red star right there? That means it's a required answer. Like they have to answer that before they submit it. So I put all that in there. You can actually you can add a section You can add like a closing thing, like thank you for filling this out. And then what you can do is, you see these little dots right here, that's your move. Anytime you see those on anything, that's where I could move this up here if I wanted to, okay? And then, so I can move this around, like, oh, I'd rather have this question down here, so I'm gonna move that, okay? So you have all that. So once you've done all of that, so we're creating the form, and once we've done that, now we wanna be able to share it. So, and I'll show you this, like I say, don't be afraid to push buttons, but right up here is a custom theme, like you can change your colors and things like that. This is a preview, so you can see what it's gonna look like when somebody clicks on it. Of course, your undo, redo. But over here we have send. So you're gonna click on send, and this is what I do. I go over here to this little link where it says send via, and that's of course email, and I click this little link. And then I put shorten URL because I don't want that long URL. So I just click shorten it, okay? And then I have it right there and I just copy it. And then I can paste it into a message in my notes on my website, where I'm gonna put that, okay? I can paste that, okay? Now, so you've done that, you've sent it to somebody, and now somebody has went in and they have filled out that information. So you go in here into this form that you've created, and you look and you can see responses. And if it says, oh, you have some responses here, I have 8 responses to this, then you can click on those responses. And what it does is it fills in all their information. It gives you their name, their email, all the information. Okay. But what you can do that I love about this is these little dots right here. You can download those into a CSV. So you can download them to a spreadsheet where you can sort everything out, you can share them, all that kind of stuff. So when I download them into a CSV, then I delete all the responses. So then it's clean. Like if I'm continuing to use this contact form or new people are going to be filling it out, I've downloaded that, I've done whatever I'm going to do with it, and so I'll just delete those responses. Okay. So that is how simple it is to make a Google form. It's super simple. The answers are coming to you. If you want to, well, let me click off that. If you want to share with somebody else, there's ways that you can add collaborators. So that's just the little dots right here by my picture, by send, and you can add collaborators, and they can actually change things on here. They can see the responses. You can also do that if you want to. Otherwise, all of the answers are going to come to you and you have access to those. So I would love to know in the comments if you have made this video was helpful and you made your own Google form, because there's so many reasons to make Google forms. I've been doing it for years. And if you would like more information on just how to grow an online business, or tips and tricks like this, then you definitely want to join my Facebook group. It is called Master Your Online Business, and it's coaching for Christian women, which goes along with my brand. So be sure and look in the notes here, and you can click to join that group. And I have other information, other videos and everything in there too. So thanks for watching today.